We talk about money, we talk about big bucks. Just extraordinary. You know the Wagatha Christie case, the one I had to explain on air every day because my dad was listening because he didn't know who anyone involved was. This, of course, was between Rebekah Vardy and Coleen Rooney, basically, you know, football wags who were in a libel battle. Interestingly, everyone always forgets it wasn't brought by Coleen Rooney, it was brought by Rebekah Vardy, denying Coleen Rooney's allegation that she had basically been leaking stories to the tabloid press about her life. Well, we learnt yesterday, extraordinarily, that Rebekah Vardy's rather angry about, well, not only losing that case, but the £1.8 million legal bill that she faces in her libel battle. She's demanding a 50% cut in that settlement and basically said that Coleen's lawyer was taking the mick. One of the things that she was charged for, was a lawyer staying at the 5-star Nobu Hotel, charging hugely expensive meals and the like as a legal expense. Well, let's talk about this with Ian Bloom. He's a media law consultant and joins us now. Good afternoon to you, Ian.
Good afternoon, Julia.
I mean, most people will be absolutely stunned by these costs. Now, anyone who's had to have any dealings with lawyers, whether it's just moving house or anything like that, will know, lawyers, you cost a lot of money. You've got a lot of expertise involved. Libel lawyers are in a different league, are they not? I mean, huge sums of money were going to be changing hands and, you know, getting, you know, winning or losing that case. How do you rack up 1.8 million quid in legal costs?
Well, the answer to that is that you spend an awful lot of time working on the case. This case started in 2019, came to trial in 2022, and it lasted several days. I was commentating on it almost every day when it was going on. The complexities of this case involved Rebekah Vardy's behaviour, which included, according to the judge, probably destroying potentially crucial evidence on purpose, leaking stories from Coleen Rooney's private Instagram account to tabloid journalists, and generally being obstructive. It took an awful lot of time to work through all that. There were lots of interlocutory hearings, there were witness statements, letters galore, all sorts of things going on. And yet, at the end of it, the judge was so dissatisfied with Vardy's conduct that he ordered an indemnity level of cost to be paid by her. That's not the standard level, that's a higher level.
But basically, you're going to have to pay this because you've been in the wrong. But this thing, when you get to things like paying for one of the most expensive hotels in central London, and, you know, and all these food costs and things, you know, you have to eat whether you're working on a case or not. I'm not entirely sure why, you know, drinks and dinner bills should be charged in those cases. I mean, is there evidence? I mean, we've only got a few minutes on this. Is there any evidence that Coleen Rooney's lawyers were basically... They were so furious about this, they were angry, they thought they were going to win anyway, and basically they just took the mick when it came to fees just to add to the punishment for Rebekah Vardy?
That's a technical legal term, isn't it? Yeah. What normally happens after a case like this is that the parties do agree. This is unusual for it to go to an expert cost judge, which is happening right now, actually.
And the lawyers are getting money for this as well?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So Rebekah Vardy's got this problem. First of all, she's delayed payment by a couple of years. Secondly, she's paying for the costs of this case about costs. Thirdly, she would have to pay interest on the costs that should have been paid 2 years ago.
Oh, it gets even worse. Wow. Ian, thank you very much for explaining all that for us. Ian Bloom, media law consultant. Thank you very much.